The freeway in your backyard. It'll be in my backyard, it'll be in Au-Autham's backyard, it'll be in the citizens of Chandler's backyard. So I hope, my words, speak some value to you guys, because it is important to me and future generations that I've talked to already. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
And some of the rhetoric I've seen in the newspapers is referring to us as not by who we are, or not even by the colonial terms as Pima or this and that. They're calling us Hilas, some of these articles. And I just feel that this consensus that the public, I don't know if it's the AZ Republic wanting to spread that type of attitude towards the people to dehumanize us, but I feel as an Au-Authm person, that's why I'm here to voice my concerns. My great-grandparents, my great-grandpa, great-grandma are raised in that area, but secondly, they were also buried in that area. And I feel it's a desecration to not just them, but everybody who's there, especially these mountains. There's cultural significance in the mountains there, and I know Gila River has took resolutions against it, and I feel that we need to, everybody here needs to respect that.
Lands that we're trying to protect today, those are lands that we've had a very deep and abiding love for hundreds of years, that our grandparents loved, that someday our grandchildren will love, and that's why that's the nature of our opposition. So again, I acknowledge the opposition to losing your homes, but we're protecting something that means much, much more to us. We have a responsibility to protect our land. Our lands have been reduced in size enough already. Over the last hundreds and hundreds of years, we've had our river taken away, and we're telling you this is enough. This pressure has got to stop. That my grandparents did go through what they did in their life, so that a freeway would basically run through right by their cemetery. That's why we told you no, and that's the nature of our opposition.
Park in the United States, it's a city park, so it has some exceptional qualities. There's a lot of history there associated with the years of Depression when CCC was there and built the roads and the trails and the observation points. Not many people have been out to the area where the proposed corridor is planned. The elevations for the freeway route are unfortunate as it relates to wildlife. That's the ideal elevations for our native desert tortoise. I might suggest that in addition to the cost of the cuts, that I would anticipate with federal funding that there would be a fairly serious discussion of wildlife values and impacts through the environmental impact statement that would be associated with this project, and that the mitigation costs might not warrant or may negate your cost savings that have been presented today with the design. I would actually encourage this Association of Governments to facilitate a more complete discussion of this route and the benefits and the detriments to all of our communities. I guess it grieves me that we've gotten to a point where we're arguing about whether it's on the Gila River Indian lands or in our South Mountain Park, when all these lands have sacred and traditional values. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
It's called, I come from Vaki, the Indian community of Gila River. A couple of things that I want to mention. First is that no one individual can make this decision. The tribe hears the people and recognizes the people. The council is put in front of us from the people. The Salt River Indian community, the Gila River Indian community recognizes several sacred areas, and a couple of them I'd like to talk about briefly. Red Mountain, Saddleback Mountain, and Sandy Mountain. More specifically, the South Mountain area. It has burial sites, archaeological sites, ancient shrines, and we have honored these places for many, many centuries. As Native people, we always understood that non-Natives were going to come and take more and more land. And that has happened, as you can see, with not only this city, but throughout the United States and through the territories of indigenous peoples. We struggle with that every day. That's nothing new to us. Our people, the Au-Authm people, recognize Small Dog, South Mountain, as a sacred territory, as a sacred area that we have used for centuries, long before any of you ever arrived. Some of you say, well, my family bought this lot in 1988. My family never bought the lot. They've been here since time immemorial. We don't have dates. Archaeologists tell us 10,000 years, but they always argue they find a new specimen every 10 years, it seems, that dates back hundreds of thousands of years. So I genuinely don't believe or listen to other individuals that tell me how long I've lived here. Or my answer.
It's heartbreaking as a Native person to know that just on the opposite side of that mountain are red lights that twinkle and blink all the livelong day because of convenience. It is heartbreaking to know that where our ancestors have left their mark in the petroglyphs, there's a picnic table right next to it, and it's loaded up with gang signs and broken bottles. The places where we have prayed to, gone to, buried our dead, and left things that are meaningful to us, that are sacred to us, that nobody should ever go to unless they are one of the holy people. Right next to it is an access road and a tank. So this is the place where we come from. And I personally, I come as an advocate for peace, as an advocate for talk, for true discussion, honest discussion. If you are willing to talk with us, we will not take your commands, we will not take your demands, for our sovereignty protects our rights. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I am very deeply concerned about the demolition of our sacred mountain, Small Dog, South Mountain. That is a very sacred mountain to my people. My maternal grandfather told me stories about what it is. There is an entity that is there, and if we disturb that entity, it could cause chaos for everybody. You don't have to believe this. This is my belief. I'm asking you guys to take this into consideration.
Thank you.
Welcome to what was once the territory of the Au-Authm, which was to our ancestors the Au-Authm, which we call the Au-Authm, or to the non-Indian people here, the natives, you call them the Ho-Ho-Cam. And I just want to say that I am opposed against this freeway that is being built. What a lot of people don't know about South Mountain is that South Mountain is, to us, as the Au-Authm, but not only as the Au-Authm, but also as well as the Pipash, that's a part of who we are as our culture. It's where our Creator had started. Sihe, or down in Tio, he's also known as Ia-Toi. There's sacred sites that are up there. There's a shrine that's up there. Remains that are up there. Blowing that mountain up is disturbing the peace, and disturbing that peace also disturbs us. And no prophet can buy this culture. This is who makes us. This is what makes us strong. This is what binds us. This is what keeps us together. And we do this because in the sake of not only for the land, but also too, we do this for the sake for our elders, and that we carry on our tradition, and that we carry on our hemdak, our traditional way of life. Disturbing that is breaking us. Establishing this freeway there, it kills us.
I will fight you on this all the way. I do not believe this is right, and I do not believe it's the best for our community. Thank you for your time.